This story is about a boy, Manuel, who had to live with a relative due to his parents' divorce. Manuel came to stay with his uncle Juan, living in another city in Spain for 3 months. But he was made to wait for long at the station. Manuel was meeting his relatives for the first time and hence was disappointed to be away from his parents. But he needed to stay away from his home because his parents were about to divorce each other. When Manuel reached Juan's house, he found out that he had 3 uncles. All 3 of them were very flirtatious men. They lived in the same building, but he would have to live in different houses for 3 months. Manuel was going to live in Juan's house. The next day, Manuel took him to his shop where only Lovant was there, and he saw his uncle flirting with women. Manuel was learning work from him, but then his daughter Funasanta came there, and seeing her, he saw her. Manuel starts liking her very soon. Manuel was very happy spending time with Juan and Funasanta. One day, Juan takes them both for a walk away from the city, where Juan starts teaching them painting in a peaceful environment. Juan tells Manuel about the beauty of nature and tries to capture that beauty in a picture. After some time, a man comes there. Manuel and Funasanta start getting scared. That strange man calls himself God, and on Juan's request, Manuel gives him an apple to eat. Even then, his strange talk did not end. He again started saying that he could disappear. He went away doing such strange acts. Then in the next scene, it is shown that Funasanta was learning dance from her mother, and Juan was explaining art to Manuel. Because of Juan, Manuel starts understanding art and the beauty of art. But in the meantime, his attention was more on Funasata's pussy. Manuel gradually started liking Funasata more and more, and Funasata also started understanding this because she also started liking Manuel, which is why both of them used to stay with each other all the time. Meanwhile, Funasata feels that Manuel is not happy. To make him feel better, she gives him her saliva to lick and says, "I can never stay away from you." That day she tells Manuel a secret which he is surprised to know. Funasata told that her uncle Philando is gay. No one knows this. After staying at Juven's house, next month Manuel started living with Philando and started understanding his bakery work. Like Juven, Philando is an artist and plays xylo. Seeing him play the xylophone, Manuel gets fascinated by music. Faraladu told that to become a genius, one needs to work for a few years. We have to work hard till the end. If there is any lack of hard work for even a day, then music leaves us. Faralandu was having an affair with her assistant Pelu, and Manuel knew this. Faralandu's wife B was upset that her husband does not pay attention to work. But Faralandu said that this work does not give her happiness. She gets happiness only from Pelu. One day her assistant Pelu told her that she was going to get married, so she would have to leave Faralandu. Manuel and Funasanta were listening to all the conversations going on between them. Pelu's departure breaks Ladu's heart, and he tries to commit suicide, but cannot do so. In the evening, when Manuel came to her room, she started asking him whether Bilandu found him beautiful or not. She asked Manuel strange things. Afterward, Manuel told her about Faralandu and Pelu. After knowing this affair, Bilandu got angry. Phrase asks Manuel to promise to keep this affair a secret, and instead of getting angry with Faralandu, Phrase starts consoling him and then tries to make him feel better. Manuel was seeing a new world, and in this world, he was finding happiness with Funasanta. That day suddenly they saw 2 unknown people coming on the roof. Further, Funasanta elaborated that they were the daughter of Emilio named Loli and her boyfriend who fled away from there with Gaza. Then Funasanta saw something and started saying that something wrong is running on in my house. While going towards the house, they came to know that Faraland had died. Everybody was worried, and most of them worried were Phrase. She said that suddenly Faralandu fell to the ground and died. Juan and his elder brother Emilio saw Flandu unconscious on the ground. They understood that he had a heart attack. At the right time, Emilio managed to save him. After that day, Manuel started living in Emilio's house. Emilio's sister Margarita started teaching Manuel, but Manuel kept harassing her and Emilio's wife Lula. One day, Manuel's father Antonio calls, and Manuel comes to know that he now lives in Italy. Manuel tells his father that Margarita keeps an eye on him all the time. That is why he is getting disturbed and wants to come home. Manuel tells Funasanta that soon his father is coming to take him. Funasanta gets disappointed on hearing this. Manuel and Funasanta want to marry each other, but they know that marriage between 2 cousins is not possible. There was a room in Emilio's house, going into which nobody was allowed. Manuel once went into that room, and there he came to know that this was the clinic of Emilio. Emilio is happy to see him in the clinic and, like his other brothers, he also wants to take Manuel to the clinic. Emilio started talking about his work. He was an eye doctor who started showing Manuel the beautiful gem hidden in his eyes. After some time, Margarita started keeping an eye on them and started shouting at the children because she had stopped them from entering that room. She told Emilio that their father, Manuel's grandfather, is insisting on talking to Antonio because he considers Manuel to be Antonio. Margarita said she could not handle him anymore because he talked about dying all day long. Emilio knew that his father would feel better after talking to Manuel. That is why he sent Manuel to his father. Manuel's grandfather started saying that the world is going to end, and that is why we should see the world before the world ends. No one other than Fuensanta understood the words of Manuel's grandfather, and then he began to say that there were lots of secrets in this house, and all these secrets shame the family. And just before telling his secret, he refused to reveal his secret. He says that he was a part of the World War, and at that time he killed a man very badly and buried him in this house. After telling this secret, he said he wanted to go to a place where he could take a breath of peace. Saying this, he slept. After some time, Manuel started giving time to Loli, and he started thinking about why Lala got her face painted to look beautiful. Whenever Manuel asked her about her boyfriend and Gaza, she became angry. She told him to keep the matter of her boyfriend and Gaza secret and left from there, but she did not know that her family already knew that her boyfriend was a loser. Meanwhile, Manuel started seeing Margarita talking strange things and asked Margarita. She started telling everyone that she talks to God. When Emilio hears her words, he starts getting angry and starts thinking about her madness. Emilio tried to hide, but Manuel was enjoying listening to her. That day, Emilio told Loli that she has to stay away from her boyfriend, but when she started arguing with Emilio lost his temper. Seeing Emilio like this, Manuel was very scared, but Loli explained that her father sometimes acts like a fool. Manuel started becoming a part of this strange family's madness, but this madness was a normal thing for them. They all started behaving as if nothing had happened. And suddenly Emilio's father started reciting a poem about loneliness, and he had written the poem for Manuel's father Antonio, and on seeing Emilio in front of him, he said that he was waiting for him to come here. Due to Alzheimer's disease, he started forgetting everything, and he lost his way to his house, so he came and sat in that park. She replied that Santa said that she knew her grandfather loved trees and birds, so she would find them there. Then Manuel's grandfather said that he wanted to see the sea because there only he would be able to take a breath of peace, and began again to speak about death, but Emilio said that I, as long as I'm alive, will not allow killing my father. He promised to take him to the sea then, and he became very joyful by this. While returning home, Emilio's father started telling another story, and by listening to that story, all of them reached home. And in the afternoon their wish to see the sea was fulfilled, and Manuel went to the beach with his whole family. And for the first time the family was very happy. Seeing them all, Fuensanta's grandfather got peace. His years-long wish to take a breath of peace was fulfilled, and the moment his last wish was fulfilled, Manuel's grandfather died on the same beach. Like the whole family, Manuel also was saddened by his grandfather's death. But at that time Manuel's parents also came to the funeral, and Manu realized that after the death of his parents, his relationship with Fuensanta was going to end forever. That was the last day when both of them saw each other, because after the funeral Manuel returned to his home with his parents and they went.